Hello and welcome to Super Mario World. What's up, guys? This is not Mario RPG or Chrono Trigger or any of the other games that I've been playing. This is a special one-off, spur-of-the-moment type thing that I decided to do. Let me jump right on in here. I'm just gonna erase this one. Why, yes, I have already beaten the game perfectly. No big deal. But yeah, I just wrapped up a big old recording session of Chrono Trigger and Mario RPG, my current series is. I thought I'd just play some Mario World for fun. And I thought, well, why don't I just record it also for fun? And I'm gonna see how quick I can get through this thing. I'm by no means a speedrunner, so I'm not going to be, talking about pro strats or what all, but I do enjoy just running through the game as fast as I can. It's just such a nice game to look at. It's one of those things where, like, this game stands the test of time like so few others. And sure, like, I have a lot of nostalgia for this era. The Super Nintendo is, like, pretty important to me. But, like, that aside, it's objectively a very nice looking game. It's just so colorful and bright, and it's nice. Just makes you feel good. I had actually done this before. It was, I think a couple of months ago now. But it was less of a spur-of-the-moment thing when I first did it, because I was just looking for just other things to Let's Play. And I took this out for a test run, because, it's a good game. And I recorded 2 episodes, and they ended up getting lost because of technical issues that are too boring to describe. But now here I am, back at it again in Mario World. Not even touching that weird up and down flagpole thing. What would you call that? To me, it's like the tape at the end of a race. Like the end of a marathon, you run through that big tape. Finish line, I guess? I suppose the levels are technically called courses, aren't they? I'm sure that's all by design. Oh yeah, I can just jump on top of these spike boys. No big deal. It's just a couple of no big whoops. Now I have what I think is the optimized route. And when I say that, I don't mean from the perspective of the speedrunner community, because I have no idea what they do. Like, I'm sure what they do is so cool and all over the place. Especially in terms of, like, when you do a high-level speedrun, it tends to be a lot of skipping things and not taking stuff in the intended order. My route, my optimized route, is just like, what's the least amount of levels I can beat this in, type of thing. There's not really much you can do about Yoshi's Island, because it's just a straight path. I mean, obviously, it goes a bit slower if you go the other way and hit the Switch Palace and all of that stuff. So you just kind of rush on through this pathola. I used to play this game every night before bed when I was younger. Hide, Mario, hide. Just as like a chill down thing, it was a very relaxing video game to play. I used to love just like winding down the end of the day, like don't have to worry about whatever. Just get in bed, put on the Super Nintendo, and away you go. And I would try to go as fast as possible through the game. I think I had my time down pretty low. Let me see, I'm at 5 minutes or so now. And I've beaten the first world. But I'm definitely not going world by world, as you'll see very shortly. Whoops. Don't let that fireball get too far, because we need this boy here. Get that sweet, sweet cape. I was playing this on 3DS the other night. I had gotten the idea to do like a short Let's Play of Mario World after Nintendo announced that on the 3DS they would be releasing some Super Nintendo games for the Virtual Console. I guess for the new Nintendo 3DS. They're not available on the older models. But Mario World was one of the first games, of course, because it's Mario World. If you're releasing Super Nintendo games, that's the one. So I immediately picked it up there because I'm like, yes, I love that game so much. I'm just gonna get my firepower here. Firepower is so much better against the fish. Yeah, so I picked it up while I was away. It was when I was in Chicago a few weeks ago. And I started playing through it, and I remembered those old times of just like trying to rush through the game as fast as I possibly could. And I was like, no, that might be kind of fun for a Let's Play. So, yeah, when I got home, I booted up the Wii U, because I knew I had a copy on there. And then sadly, that whole thing got lost. I mean, I wasn't too deep in. I was like 2 episodes, so it wasn't a big deal. But for that one, I was trying to do... Like, I wanted to do a bonus ep of as fast as I could. But when I was doing my Wii U ones, when I got back, I was like, I should probably make this like a Let's Play. Like a legit, like, go through the whole game. You know, all 96 to get the final star or whatever, the full completion. But in retrospect, that doesn't really appeal to me too much. Like, I love doing it, and I've done it many times. But as far as, like, what I want to do for a speedrun, or for a speedrun, listen, Freudian slip, as far as what I want to do for a Let's Play, man, it's really hard to talk and play this game at the same time. I just realized, I'm like, man, I'm kind of babbling like a goofus. And when I do get in a good talking flow, I'm like, man, I'm playing like a goofus. But yeah, basically I thought, what would I want to watch? I was like, I know exactly what I want to watch, is me beating this game as fast as possible. Because I like to see how other people play through stuff. I mean, that's all this channel's ever really been, is like, what do I like watching? I'm gonna make some of that. Because if it wasn't, then I would be probably a lot louder. But I like to relax to Let's Plays, even when it's frenetic Mario movement on the screen. To just be calmed out. Now, Star Road is the only really difficult, I'd say, part of this entire thing. Because I need to get the blue Yoshi, and I need to keep the blue Yoshi while completing each stage. Well, you'll see. So this is the stage with the blue Yoshi. He becomes pivotal because there's a part that you can't complete normally. Boop. I had seen on Twitter a few weeks ago some controversy, not controversy, I mean that's a very trumped up term, but like that some people were calling this blue Yoshi Purple Yoshi, which I had never heard before. Like growing up, he was blue Yoshi. But I can kind of see it playing it now. Like he is he's definitely not what you'd think when you think like blue. Like blue is like the water in the deep background there. But obviously they would need a color that would you know, contrast against every background. Like, that's how you find the color keys for your main characters, is like, you can't blend too deeply. Come on. Ah, nuggets. See, that's the problem. Because now I have to go all the way back. And I gotta get Blue Yoshi again. I mean, technically I could have gone back into that stage. And, Oop, get on there, you. I could have gone back into that stage, just beaten it normally, and then gone back and gotten the Yoshi, but... here we are. I just have too much faith in my skills. Plonk. The physics of Mario. Where you can do something like that. Have Yoshi just clomp down on someone's head underwater. Ah. Yeah. What else is new? I've been plugging away pretty hardcore. After finishing my book for the upcoming Toronto Comics Arts Festival, I've just been sort of sequestering myself away and recording Let's Plays so I'd have a nice buffer. So I can deal with any unforeseen whatnots. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I want a nice big buffer around any convention, so I don't have to think about, like, oh no, I didn't get my Let's Play up, but oh no, I have to do like this other crazy thing. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. So I've been playing a lot of video games and doing a lot of talking. I really hope I don't lose my voice. Oh, my computer just made a zip zip noise. I don't know why. Okay, so flying along. This will be a mushroom. Like to keep my Yoshi replenished as much as possible. Just in case. It's always a bummer to be flying around and then lose out on your shell, like he digests the shell if you go too long. Alright, so I got the green shell. So this is why you need the blue Yoshi, because you go under here and normally you have hit all the Switch Palace things, but I haven't. Then you have to grab that, and it can only be done with the blue Yoshi, because the blue Yoshi flies. I guess it could be done with a regular Yoshi, like a green Yoshi, come to think of it. But there's no green Yoshis on the way. Like, you'd have to go back to a previous level. Okay. So now, we zoop zip zop. My time's not going to be too great on this run, just because I'm doing a lot of, like, I can't play and talk at the same time, so I have to just stop. Okay, so I think it's 2. Yeah. This is a good one. Bonk. I remember this impressed me so much when I first saw Super Nintendo. Like, that effect. This is like seeing 3D for the first time back in the early 90s. Like, I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. It was like a cartoon come to life. It was like, oh, I always end up picking this one and regretting it. But yeah, it was like old-timey people when they showed the first, or I don't know if it was the first movie, but they showed a theater full of people, like footage of a train zooming towards the screen, and people like passed out because they thought it was real. They were like, oh my god, it's coming straight for us. I could totally have that wrong. I don't know anything about anything. Certainly not cinema history. But same principle, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I always really liked that you could press up to make Mario swim up faster. Oh, nuts. You could hold down to make him swim up slower. I can't remember. I don't think that was a thing in the original Mario, no. I don't think it... And then this, for some reason that I never understood. There's a disco ball. I guess just to make it more difficult. Super Nintendo had that extra layering system, so they could put like a shadow layer on top. I was actually talking about that on a Chrono Trigger video earlier. How when you're in the 65 million years ago segment, you're in a jungle, and there's all these shadows over top, because, you know, it's a dense jungle and whatnot, and there's just light peeking through, and it's this giant shadow layer. But whenever you cast a magic spell, the shadow layer has to disappear, because the magic spell takes up that same layer slot. And, I don't know, it's just very interesting. Woof. There we go. Bowser looks extra freaky in this version. Like, his spikes are so plentiful and like small, like weirdly like razor sharp. Alright, get out of here, you. Remember being blown away by this? Big 3D clown effect? Okay, let's try not to die here. Princess. Tried to make her look as much like olive oil as possible. Screech. Screech. Big weird gel balls. It's hard to tell where some of this stuff comes from. The clown copter. We kind of just, I don't know, accepted it when we were kids. Just like, yeah, Bowser has a clown copter now. Why not? Does Bowser have little, like, paw pads on his hands? I just noticed that when he got hit. He like opens his hands. I'm gonna check for that next time. The trick here is just to snuggle up against the one that's safe. Sweet. Oh, I got a backup mushroom. Boonk. Yep, little paw pads. Oh, that's cute. Oh, hey, it's the princess. What's up, dude? How'd we do? Well, it's under 20 minutes. It's not great, but still, it's much less than a usual Let's Play episode recording for me. I usually strive to go to like between 20 and 30 minutes. Except for those extra long episodes that I do sometimes. They usually occur when I'm just not paying attention to the timer. And I end up going for like 40 to an hour. But yeah, that was fun. It's good to just shut off my mind for a bit. Play some Mario World. It's so relaxing. You fall into your old rhythms and, you know, you don't have to think about it, but you know you're still like playing semi-skillfully. Not that I'm trying to brag, but yeah. It's a good game. The ending is cute as heck. Just all the little Yoshis there. Yoshin it up. Well, don't have much else to say. Other than to just say thanks for watching. This is just going to be a little bonus episode. I don't know when it's going to go up. I might just put 2 videos up in one day, and this will be one of them, which might be fun. Maybe I'll put it up on the weekend. Who knows? I guess you will when you're watching it. At any rate, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. I might do more of these little one-offs.